Okay.
Happening, people. You already know what it is. What
What's
time it
Gucci?
is.
What's Gucci?
1-800
What's Gucci? What's Gucci?
223 Hot 97. You call that number.
What are they gonna find if they call that number?
The Hot 97 radio station. Back in the day, I'll tell a quick little story. Back in the day, I used to, when my brother was doing bad things,
Uh-oh.
I won't say it on live stream, but we used to be in the car and it used to be like late at night. He used to be like, in the radio station, he'd be like, they used to be in the club. Be like, yo, ma, I see you, girl in a leopard dress. We out here in Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. We in the club right now. 1-800-223-9797, Hot 97. What's happening?
So was your brother like a really bad DJ?
No. I can't say it.
We'll leave his personal details out. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody watching the stream. All right, we're doing another poll today. So if we hit 50 likes, Badaki has to do one of the following. He has to either eat dog food or buy a Washington Commanders jersey. Right now we're on 14 likes. Whatever you vote on, if we hit 50, then we will do it. So if you want to see him buy,
I would love to eat dog food, guys. I would love to eat dog food. Ain't
how
nobody
sad
gonna buy that.
That's where we are right now. I mean, I'm a Washington fan.
Ain't nobody
I am in despair because of the name change. And I understand why you would want to eat dog food rather than buy a Commanders jerseys. I'm not upset that you're even saying that. It makes sense. What's up, everybody in the chat? What's up, Trippy? What's up, Jason, Dave, Dixon, Griffin's here, Seven's here, Jason's here, Jason Pissarro. I don't think we've had you on the stream before, my guy. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry about that. Welcome.
What's happening, brother?
Jaden's here. Juxter says Zach planned extra long mock night to hit that goal. I know, right?
Yeah, we haven't even started. We're nearly on 20 likes already, which is not okay.
Is it wet or dry dog food? That's a good question.
Dry dog food. I got dry dog food right on the thing right there.
Yeah.
I can make it wet. Throw some water on there.
Just throw some water on that beach. All right, guys, we're at 218 subs. I don't know. I don't think it's because of us. I mean, we have been pumping out a shitload of content, pretty much 1 to 2 videos every single day. But it's been really cool to see the response from you guys. How many people have really loved the channel and have been invested in the content and invested in the live stream. So thanks for making that a possibility. I think we're in 3 weeks and here we are, and I'm really excited to see what this channel could do and what we could build together, guys. Wet dogs food. Juxter says wet dog food's got flavor. It honestly might not be that bad.
Gosh. No, please.
And I'll just say to anyone who's new, because we have a redraft channel that we have built for the last year. I think we're at around 1,500 subs almost or something. I'll just say this, and we say it on the other channel. I'll say it on this channel. There will be things that you hear us say, whether it's in content that we create or in live streams, that you don't agree on. And can I just encourage you, that is okay. That is actually great. It is so good that we have different opinions, and it is so good that we can see things from different perspectives, believe in players in different ways. We're not going to sit here and pretend that we were former NFL players, that we've been head coaches for NFL teams, but we are always going to bring perspective and reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
You know, I don't ever want to have people think that we see ourselves as this high and mighty. So anyway, excited for this tonight. Anything you wanted to say? I kind of cut you off there.
No, it's all love. Thank you so much once again, like Zach, for all the support. And if you're here for the first time, thank you. I see, Darren Johnson excited to mock. Just found you guys' channel, hoping to get in. That's awesome, man. Make sure you join the Discord. If you don't know, I guess this is the best way. Go on the Discord. That's in the description below. Zach could also put it in the chat. solo.to/fantasylandfootball. Go on the Discord, and that's the best and easy and fast way to join the mock drafts.
The link to our Discord is actually pinned in the chat. So that Discord link is pinned in the chat. So that is where you're going to need to join if you want to get in this mock draft. We send all of our information in there. And honestly, our Discord's great. There's, I think, around 180 people or so in there right now who build community together, who ask each other about trades and talk about, we have a channel for betting, we have a channel for redraft, for mock draft, or for Dynasty, for general content. I mean, it's, I love our Discord community, and I find that I even talk to our Discord community more than our friend groups sometimes about things, because my friend group is always like half, they're either not in on the latest news or whatever. So it's a good community in there.
Nah, that's all.
So just a like update. We're on 18 likes, and that means that we are, quick maths, 32 likes away from Badaki buying a Washington Commanders jersey or eating dog food. Right now it says Washington Commanders jersey.
Let's vote. Eat dog food.
If you could help me as a Washington fan, it would be so funny to see Badaki buy a Commanders jersey. That would just be hilarious.
That's funny.
Okay, so we're doing a Dynasty SuperFlex startup draft. The good news, guys, is that Sleeper finally added rookies to their ADP list. The bad news is not all the rookies are there. So there might be some rookies that you can't draft. If that's the case, I just want to set a precedent on what you can do if that's the case, as I'll add our cameras here. Sorry about that.
Oh, I messed up here. Yeah, no, you're chilling. You're chilling.
I think, here we go. Okay, sorry. So if you want to draft a rookie that's not in Sleeper's ADP, for example, a guy that we really like that no one's talking about, his name is Sky Moore. We really love him, and he's not in Sleeper's ADP just yet. So if there is a player that you really love, what you need to do is just draft some random quarterback and then comment in the YouTube chat that quarterback is actually this person. Okay, and then we will mark that down for you. However, most of the big names are there. Like 95% of the people are there. So should be good. Should be fun.
Should be good.
At least we don't have to write it down and keep track of it. Shout out to Joseph.
There you go.
Hit the can. I actually love that. I get hyped. I don't think I'll ever not get hyped when I see that notification.
That's funny.
Shout out for Daki to making that. Anyway, we're doing a Dynasty SuperFlex startup draft with rookies included. Last time I'll say it, if you want to get involved in this, join our Discord. The link is pasted in the chat and it's pinned. But why don't we go ahead and get this thing popping? It's first come, first serve.
First come,
Badaki
first serve,
is going to paste the link in our Discord channel here.
Yeah, go to the Dynasty Damn It little tab. Then you see a little drop down and go to Dynasty Mock Drafts. Okay, I'm going to post a link on there right here, right now. It's a little bit delayed. So I'm going to wait for a couple minutes so you guys can get a couple seconds so you guys can get there. Once again, the Dynasty Mock Drafts tab. Click on that. Zach just posted on there on the Fantasy Land. I'm going to now put the link in 3, 2, 1, and it should be up. And guys, remember, if you guys haven't drafted with us, send us a message before we can try to get you in. Everyone is trying to get into these mock drafts now.
Feels pretty quickly.
It feels pretty quickly. So we want everyone to get the perfect opportunity. And hey, you know what? And for the community as well, maybe you guys can give some other people opportunity. I mean, like, hey, I've been in the last 2-3 mock drafts. But either way, we're happy either way.
Here's what I'll say about that. Look, as we grow as a community, there's never more than 12 spots. You know what I mean? So our way to try and combat that is, if you have never had a chance to get into a mock, just message us on Discord, message Fantasyland Football, DM us on Discord, and say, hey, I really want to get into a mock. I wasn't able to get into the last one. And then I promise you we'll be able to hook you up for the next one. We will privately send you the link beforehand to make sure you guaranteed get in. Jason, I'll say this for anyone who's watching it later. To join our mocks, all you have to do is join our Discord. That's where all the information is. And that link is pinned in the comments. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Shout out to Harry7, Jaden, FF Griffin, Dave. Man, Dave, it's always good to see you. It's good to see everyone. Bye Apple Pie, Jarrett.
Bye Apple Pie.
You know what? My mom. Oh, I don't know if my siblings will probably never watch this, but my mom always says, "You're my favorite," and then in front of my other siblings, she says, "No, I don't have favorites." So. Anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that.
I'm going to send this to your brother and sister.
It's because I almost died. It's a crazy story. Anyway, Dr. J, I don't think we've mocked with you before, so welcome, brother. What's up, Juxter and Trippy? By the way, guys, shout out to Juxter. He is already on our wait list for leagues that are opening up this coming off. So is
Dave. Dave's already in our league as well.
Shout out to Joel.
Hey, this is love. That should go hard, doesn't it?
Yeah,
They go hard.
that's nice. Okay, shout out for the sub. Thanks, Joel. But I'm talking way too much. Let's go ahead and get this started. So here's the format. One quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers. I know a lot of people do three wide receivers. That's why we have two flexes instead. One tight end, a super flex, and we have 10 bench spots. We'll see how long this mock will go. Normally till round 13 is when we stop, and then we'll give draft grades at the end. Now, if you didn't get into this mock, we have one more coming this night. Directly after this mock, we are doing a rookie-only mock draft.
Rookie only. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are in Dynasty for at least 1 year now, and they want to see how the 4-round rookie drafts will go. Stay around. We're going to make a new live stream for that and send out new links. But let's go ahead and get this started. 60 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I think one thing I wanted to say was Dave is also in our follower leagues. He played last year. Dave was actually a winner last year in our follower leagues, and that's on patreon.com/fantasylandfan. That's in the description below. Like Zach said, if you guys don't have community, if you guys don't have anyone to play with, to play fantasy football with, hit us up. Once again, description should be the link should be in the description. Patreon.com/fantasylandfootball. Like you said, Juxter is part of our community already, and so is Dave. He's on Juxter's on the waiting list, and Dave has already won. So it's actually pretty cool.
It's been really fun to build community there. Let's talk about the first 4 picks. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Kyler Murray. And I think you can make a good argument for any of those players going in any sort of order. And now my 100%. Camera is just going to be in the way the entire night. So
just classic for the camera, isn't it?
All right, I'm going to go Lamar Jackson. I know I hate Lamar. It. I'm going to go on my spiel one more time. I just feel like I have to do this because there's so many people who are new to Dynasty, and I feel like there's a lot of people who watch these later, and I just want to always make sure that I say this. I'm always going to take the top 6 quarterbacks before any other position, including Jonathan Taylor, including Jamar Chase. Specifically, Jonathan Taylor, I know he's very valuable, but the running back turnover is so quick in the NFL compared to the longevity of these quarterbacks. So I'm just going to say it one more time. Lamar Jackson goes off the board. Here we are at the 1.7. I know if you have been following us for more than like 2 weeks, that's copy and paste from me, but I just want to make sure I say it.
Nah, you're good.
And then we see Jamar Chase.
There goes Jamar Chase.
Now I understand this kind of thing, you know?
And now I am going to try. Obviously, I've taken Jonathan Taylor at the 101. I'm going to try Jonathan Taylor here. I was going to take Jamar Chase at the 1.8 because that's where he's been falling. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with the 1.8, get Jamar. But yeah, I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor here. We'll see who comes back around to me. It's going to be interesting.
And that might impact your strategy. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, on that as well, again, I think it's good to have a certain strategy going into these startup mocks, of what you want to accomplish. But don't be so stuck on that strategy that you aren't flexible enough to change. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%.
If you want to build a futuristic team, but win now players keep falling to you, it's okay to switch it up. Like, I think people say stay water a lot, which is the same thing here. We see Justin Jefferson at the 1.9. I like it. We've been recording content all day for you guys. So my voice is almost gone already. But we just spent the past 3 hours recording content for this week.
Yeah, it's a lot. We have Kadarius Toney buy sell. We have buy low dynasty players. We have a rookie. We have a new series of rookie mock drafts for the new league or the new season. So we have the first 3 rounds recorded already, which is really excited. So I have a lot of content, man.
A lot of content, much stuff. Okay, so Najee's at the 110, Dak is at the 111. We actually just released a video on Dak Prescott on the channel. Mm-hmm. If you are curious about our thoughts on him, I'm okay with that pick there at the 111. We see Trey Lance at the 2-1. I love getting Trey Lance in the second round. Anywhere in the second round, that feels like a steal to me. A player that I think will be a top 12 quarterback if he starts every game this year for the Niners and has such a high upside going forward in that offense.
Definitely going to be interesting with Trey Lance. I'm not 100% sold on the top 12. I see it. The talent's there. I can't say with confidence he will be top 12. he has enough talent to be a top 12. I can't say with confidence
For
that
sure.
he could and will finish the top 12. Where I feel like the fantasy community already believes this guy's a top 12 quarterback. He is the top 12.
Yeah, I mean, you look at his 2 starts. One was versus Arizona. He scored 16 points. Wasn't his best performance. But then you look at the one versus Houston, put up 24 points. Versus Seattle in 1/2, he put up 24 points. So to me, I think as he gets more comfortable, I love him. He's actually in Dynasty. Trey Lance is my quarterback 8, right above Dak Prescott.
Yeah, wow. I'm gonna go with a guy that, once again, if you've been watching us for a long time, I believe in most successful quarterback in the 2021 draft class. It could be the most successful quarterback in the 2021 draft class, and that's Justin Fields. Taking him at the 2-5, I think it's a steal, in my opinion.
Okay. I like Justin Fields. I like the Watson pick as well. I think this is very realistic as far as where quarterbacks will go in your startups. Damn it.
Juster, I get it, man. CD at wide receiver 3 is still scary, especially if Schultz returns.
Yeah,
I'm a guy that I took CD really early in my Dynasty startup draft, and I feel like I'm second guessing it. I kind of want to sell him now. If you watch that Dak Prescott Time to Panic video, you can kind of see it there of why I could be panicking on the supporting cast around him, but could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be interesting. This is a player that I am kind of going to rep my reputation on in Dynasty. It's Jalen Waddle. I'm going to take Jalen Waddle. He is my wide receiver 4 in Dynasty formats. I do have A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase ahead of him. But I love Jalen Waddle. I love the fact that they're going to stick to Tua. I like the connection that they have, and I think this is a player that elevates an offense, can score on any touch, and is going to demand targets. So I love him as my first wide receiver in this format. I mean, I've taken him earlier than the 2-7, and a lot of people are going to have different opinions on Jalen Waddle there, and I'm okay with people seeing it a little bit differently than me, for sure.
No, for sure. I like Jalen Waddle. We're going to see. New head coach now, Daniel. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting what he can do. I don't really know much about him. I got to do some more research about him and see what, his thought process is, who's going to be the offensive coach.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Obviously, then DK Metcalf, Matthew Stafford goes off the board with FF Griffin having Joe Moneybag Burrows with Matthew Stafford, the Super Bowl contending quarterbacks here.
I like it.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's a strong way to start with Stafford and Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I strongly believe that if you want to win any sort of dynasty league, obviously you can build towards it, but if you want to have a chance to win any year, you do need 2 top 12 quarterbacks in a SuperFlex league. This is a SuperFlex startup draft.
Yeah.
And I'll say this as well. A lot of people have commented and said, why do you only do SuperFlex stuff? I think around 70 to 80% of people who play Dynasty play it with SuperFlex formats. So that's why we cover it. And I would suggest to probably move to a SuperFlex league if you're not in one. 1, because it's really fun. It's a really, really fun way to play. And 2, because most of the content that you're going to find is SuperFlex content.
I agree.
So we see Debo at the 210. Gibson at the 211. I think that's too early for me to take Gibson, I'll be honest. That would make him the running back 5. I think there's better wide receivers on the board. Kyle Pitts is a way more valuable dynasty asset.
Yeah, it could be. He could be going age though. I mean, Gibson is still only 23. T. Higgins, I think, is 23 or 22. So he could be going to age. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is kind of timeless right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, I feel like Gibson, to me, the earliest I wanted to take him is at the end of the 3rd, beginning 4th. I think that's because I focus on wide receivers earlier in drafts than running backs. Right. But I mean, Kyle Pitts and Gibson, who's the more valuable dynasty asset right now? You could go trade for Gibson, but you could not go trade for Kyle Pitts right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pitts is definitely the more valuable asset. My camera is just right in the way of all these players. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a sec.
Oh, because that's why you're scrolling. That's why you keep scrolling down, right? That makes sense. Trippy, Waddle's my wide receiver 3, but very close with AJ Brown. I like the quarterback that Waddle is paired up with more than AJ Brown's QB he's paired up with. Yeah, I can definitely see that. We after seeing what Tua did last year, there is some hope for Tua Tagovailoa, but hey, we'll see. I mean, you don't even know what Tannehill's future is going to look like. I wonder what his contract will look like actually,
Yeah.
and maybe they go a quarterback depth in this draft. Maybe they get a Matt Corral or a Sam Howell, whatever the case may be. We really don't know. 7 was like rookie contract. They're on rookie contracts. That makes sense. Lakers, what's up, brother?
I'm just gonna
He
move my
said
ish a
rumors
little
is
bit
that.
because I can't see anything.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm on the clock. What the f? I just realized.
Sorry. This
Okay.
is
Let's see.
hectic right now. Anyway,
I'll come back to your question
uh,
there.
rumor has it Saquon's on the trade block and Amari Cooper is getting cut. I would be surprised if Amari got cut. His contract's quite large, but how do the Cowboys improve by letting Amari Cooper go? I don't think they gave him enough opportunities. I still think he's a very good talent. So if he does get cut, some team is going to get a steal. That's for sure.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see what that looks like.
Saquon, I could see Saquon getting moved.
I'm gonna take Jalen Hurts here. Yes, with Saquon is interesting. I really don't know. As a Giants fan, I've been listening. Some people say it's rumors. Some people say it's fake. The way he spoke about Saquon and how Daniel Jones and Saquon both didn't get the opportunity because of the offensive line makes me believe that Joe Shane specifically, still could believe in Saquon. But I mean, we are in salary cap hell, and maybe we just want to go with a whole different offense. Maybe Saquon doesn't fit our mold, which is weird because he's a do-it-all back. He can pound the rock and he can catch the ball. So pause.
Yeah, no, Saquon will be really interesting. I mean, we're about to cover a bunch of free agency content on our redraft channel. So if you guys don't know, we do have a redraft channel. It's literally just called Fantasyland Football, but we're going to be covering all the free agency and any trades and that kind of thing. But after Wilson, we see Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, Eckler, and Tyreek Hill go off the board. I really like Russell Wilson. I think he's getting underdrafted at this point. Only 33 years old. I think he still has at least 5 good years left. And I think he's getting underdrafted in a Superflex format.
Maybe. I could definitely
see
see how that
Eckler
could be
and
the
Tyreek
case.
Hill off the board. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Tyreek used to be early second-round pick in Dynasty. Fallen the entire round in a bit.
Yeah. Jaden said, how do you feel about us trading Saquon? I don't know. I really don't. I think like that would be like in the moment feel. I think he still has a good upside. I think he can still contribute to our team. But maybe we can see if we can get a first round pick. Maybe we can see if someone wants to give us some sort of draft capital and maybe get something in this draft or invest in the 2023 draft because there's a lot of talent in 2023. But I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn because I love Saquon because I'm a fan of Saquon and I'm also a Giants fan. So there goes the first rookie, Treylon Burks.
I figured Treylon wasn't going to get past Trippy. I mean, look, if anyone is in a dynasty league with Trippy or if he joins our follower leagues, I know that if I want Treylon Burks, I need to draft him before Trippy has a chance because I think he's taken him in every rookie included draft that we've done. I love Burks though. That's a good pick there. There goes Elijah Moore.
Yo, Trippy, I'll see you in the. I love that. I'll see you in the Dynasty League, my guy.
Yeah, we could. You never know.
See you in the Dynasty League. No pressure, though. No pressure.
Shout out to the 35 people watching. If you don't know, we have a poll going right now in the chat. And if we hit 50 likes, Badaki has to do whatever the poll says. I'm a Washington fan. He's a Giants fan. And right now, 58% of people want to see him buy a Commanders jersey. I don't even want to buy a Commanders jersey. So that would be awful for him.
I would actually buy a Washington football team's jersey over a Commanders jersey.
Well, unlucky. Trippy says, would love to join one of your leagues. Is it on Patreon? Yes, it is on Patreon.
Yes.
I'll send the link here in the chat in a second. But essentially, there's 3 different tiers. One is Dynasty only, one's Redraft only, and one is Best of Both Worlds. Best of Both Worlds is where you can play in both leagues. And essentially, it's a way to support what we do and be a part of a league where people really care about things. They're not just nonchalant. And you really want a dynasty league where people are committed to the long term. future of that league. It's the worst if you start a dynasty league with people who don't really care, and then they end the league after a year, and you've made all these moves to set yourself up. But I'll go ahead and put the link here in the chat. If anyone is interested, then you guys can check it out.
Okay.
We got people on the wait list already, and
I know Juxter is. Soon. Dave is in one of our leagues. I'm gonna go J.K. Dobbins here. I'm gonna wait on wide receivers. I'm gonna get Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Justin Fields, and Jalen Hurts. I mean, hey, JJJ, the 4 J's. Huh?
Yeah. Huh?
Huh? We'll see what happens. I'm going to wait on wide receivers. Obviously, this is a deep wide receiver league, so hopefully somebody nice can come back to me.
Hit the get. Shout out to Burrito Special.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for this. Anytime someone subs, I'm just going crazy, because how do you not vibe with that with Joey B? I can't just watch Joey B vibe and not vibe with him,
If anyone knows where that high definition version of that video is, please let us know. I've been trying to find the HD version. On the clock here, Zach will say, if Kyler just deleted his Cardinals stuff from contract negotiations, but I'll sell the farm from anyone not named Terry could go. Right. Makes sense. I'm buying. Yo, Lakers, I know you're a Washington fan. What do you think about the name? I don't know if I've heard your thought process on that.
I'm going to go Terry here at the 4-7. It was between Terry and a couple other players, but I'm going to lean Terry here.
Okay. Because if you're going to buy the Black Commanders jersey, that means you kind of like the...
Yeah, I'm curious. What are your thoughts, Lakers? Do you like the rebrand? I mean, obviously, I did a reaction on our redraft channel, and I was very upset. But I'm curious to hear everyone's. I think a lot of people are getting more and more okay with it. I'm okay with it. I just want Dan Snyder out, man. I can't do Dan Snyder. Sorry, Trippy. I just saw your question. He says, which one do I buy to join a Dynasty League with y'all? Yeah, so the membership that you would look at is Dynasty plus Gold.
Yeah. It's really whichever one.
Fantasyland Gold plus Dynasty is what it's called.
Yeah, it's whichever one you want to do. If you want to do redraft and Dynasty, you can do best of both worlds. But if you just want to do Dynasty, it's called Fantasyland Gold plus Dynasty.
Yeah. So you either choose a Dynasty one or the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds just lets you play in the redraft league as well with us and our followers, as well as the Dynasty ones.
Yeah. There goes Dalvin Cook, Cam Akers, and Monty. A little run of running backs here. First running backs for FF Griffin and Dave. Then Devonta Smith.
I mean, this is why you go wide receiver early. I mean, do you know what I mean?
No, I get it.
Look at these running backs that are still available.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I like who's still available at wide receiver, and I think this is why. But I don't think they will come back to me. I think he will still take another wide receiver. I think Jaden's gonna take one here potentially, and FF Griffin.
I'll have to wait.
But I could be wrong. We'll wait and see.
There goes Saquon Barkley. Trippy says, okay, I'll check it out. Might join the Dynasty Patreon later this week. No stress, man. Let us know if you have any questions over there on Discord or here on YouTube. Be happy to help. Then we see Pittman and DJ Moore off the board. And now Drake London, the second wide receiver.
Drizzy Drake Rogers, huh?
Drizzy.
All right, here goes Lakers. Name's not my favorite. All my friends make fun of it, though. I like all the jerseys, in my opinion. It doesn't have to be the same OG colors. So we might get a new stadium in VA in 2027 since lease is up for FedEx Field in 2026. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. This is the one thing I don't like.
I'm just going to take the first rookie running back off the board here in Breece Hall.
That's fine.
I like him. Cool. He's my favorite running back in the draft. I think he can be a workhorse. So I'm going to go ahead and grab him as my RB1.
I'm not a graphic designer or anything. I mean, I do create the graphics for the thing, but I actually didn't mind it. I actually didn't mind the W itself. The jersey itself, I think it's bad. But the W, I think the W is really nice. I still always love the maroon color in my opinion.
Well, that's the problem as well. It's burgundy and gold, and now it's more like red and yellow, in my opinion. The burgundy doesn't look like it
The
used to,
same.
and
Yeah.
the gold looks more yellow now than anything.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, well, this is fantastic. I've never drafted this guy before. My wide receiver won in rookie drafts, in rookie rankings, and I love Garrett Wilson. I think he's a do-it-all guy. He can go anywhere in the league, and I think he will produce. And I'm taking him
love it.
first wide receiver there. First wide receiver for me. Wow.
Yeah, we're not as high on Drake London, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
that it's not a good value there.
Look, Griffin, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a tall 6'5" guy that is probably just going to be a fader dude, or potentially could be a fader dude, or a slot receiver that can get a lot of yards after the catch in a, that's how I see it. Obviously, everyone.
Drake, so he probably prefers Drake.
No, I understand. I think this is why I can't be sold. I'm not sold on Drake. It's because I only see him one dimensional.
Right. Okay.
Where I feel like, not saying these guys can do it, but they have the opportunity to do it. Drake London is not fast. He's not
damn it.
He doesn't run the best routes. It's
just well,
interesting.
I was hoping Jameson Williams. That's probably too ambitious to think that he could fall to the 6'7". But right. I really, really wanted him to be my next wide receiver. That's okay. Good pick. Good pick. So we see Mac Jones and Tua go to Team 10 here. I think we should change it to 30 seconds on the clock at Trippy's team. At Trippy's pick, right after this pick, we're going to change it to 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the clock.
We're going to do what, round 13, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, let's just keep it like that. I like it. I like it 30 seconds.
Yeah, I get that, Griffin. I think he's a good prospect,
that makes sense.
For sure.
Makes sense.
Not the type of prospect that I would prefer, but that doesn't mean that he's not going to be very valuable. All right, 30 seconds on the clock. So we're not here for 3 days.
Oh, you almost said delete draft. I got scared there.
Okay, well, now I can't even.
You have to refresh your page. If that happens, just refresh it.
Bro, Sleeper's hella laggy. Hella buggy, too.
Trying to hit the gap. Isaiah Spiller.
Okay, so there goes
Spiller. There goes the rookies right here. Okay. Chris Olave went as well.
I love T. Higgins, man. I love me some T. Higgins. Shout out to the 34 people watching. We do these live mocks 4 or 5 times a week on our different channels, on the Dynasty and the Redraft channel.
Yeah.
If you want to be a part of them, hit the sub button and then join our Discord, and then you'll have every chance to be a part of them. We are doing a Dynasty only, like a 4-round Dynasty only draft directly after this one. So if you want to see how these rookie drafts could go, a lot of people started Dynasty last year. If you want to see how it could go, stay around, and we'll allow everyone in the community to join us if they want to. All right, so Isaiah Spiller, Derrick Henry, and then Kenneth Walker, Amon-Ra St. Brown off the board. Now, I'm on the board. I did like Josh Jacobs there, so I was kind of hoping he might fall to me. There's no running backs I feel like I'm in love with at this point. And
trying to hit the gap.
I'm gonna go Hollywood Brown here.
Okay.
I still believe in Hollywood. A lot of people are off the Hollywood train, I think, because of Bateman, but we were talking about him as a top 5 wide receiver halfway through the year. Still only 24 years old. He didn't do well when Lamar wasn't there, but looks like Lamar's gonna stay. So. Yeah,
he's still young. Only, like you said, 24 years old. Who would you rather in Dynasty? In a Dynasty and in redraft, Elijah Mitchell or J.K. Dobbins? I think in Dynasty, I would still prefer J.K. Dobbins. Maybe I prefer J.K. in both.
I
think I might prefer J.K. in both.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Um,
It's pretty close in redraft because I think either could outscore the other, but I
yeah, I
definitely
think
would
so as well.
prefer Dobbins in Dynasty. We actually have a buy or sell Elijah Mitchell video on our channel if you want to check that out. Okay, I have to say Clyde here at the 6'9". I am not a Clyde guy. I am off the Clyde train completely. There are a lot of other running backs I would still prefer, and I just don't want to take Clyde. I don't want to have him in Dynasty. I don't want to have the unknowns, the
Yeah,
uncertainties, the
it's definitely
what
hard with
ifs
Clyde,
of a
man.
Clyde. I mean, honestly, the fact that Jerick McKinnon, who was cut by the Niners, led their backfield in the playoffs, that is concerning.
Yeah,
And I have a thought that why not Melvin Gordon to Kansas City?
why not? Hey, why not Melvin? Huh?
Melvin Gordon to KC could be something, bro.
You're trying to create a narrative so that you don't have to feel terrible when Melvin stays in Denver
No.
and Javante is not
Free
going to get the full
Javante.
workload.
Please, free Javante. All right, so then we see Renfro, Calvin. Great value for Calvin and Renfro there.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk, Mooney, Michael Carter, and Willis. I think this is a good spot to try and take a chance on a guy like Willis. I personally think he has the highest upside of any rookie quarterback. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
agree.
really excited for you guys to see this series that we're bringing out this week on the channel. I think you're going to like it.
Yeah, I think maybe tonight or tomorrow potentially that might release. We'll double check. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
But should be really really exciting.
Hit the get, hit the get, hit the get.
It's almost up.
No, sorry, I was just in my head. Okay. Okay. All
I
right.
mean, all depends.
I think I know what my next pick is going to be, but I think it's going to surprise some
It
people.
didn't fall. Yeah, makes sense.
So I'm taking Jerry Jeudy. I don't think there's a more talented wide receiver on the board in Dynasty, at least, that I project over the next 5 years. I know there's a bunch of rookies on the board still, but I believe in Jerry Jeudy, man. I will never not believe in him as a talent. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear more content that we have coming out this week on him. I don't want to spoil it. You'll see it, but I'm happy with Jeudy there at the 7-6. I think he's more talented than any rookie wide receiver in this year's draft. He's only 23 years old.
Okay.
Who will be 23, 22 right now.
I took Brandon Ayuk there. I think it was a little bit of a panic pick, but hey, if Trey Lance can be a top 12 quarterback, then hopefully he can make Brandon Ayuk more valuable. So we'll see what happens. I don't love the pick though, but yeah, I think Trippy. I think I know who you were talking about. I think I wanted to take Michael Carter there, if I'm not mistaken, if that's who you're talking about. But that's the guy I was looking at because I wanted to get my running back depth.
Says I just realized I got to change my username now. You're gonna call it Lakers X Commanders, maybe? I don't know.
Gosh, that's terrible.
Lakers says Jameson Williams is going to be a really good wide receiver too, in my opinion. I do think he can be a wide receiver one. I think he's the most electric player in this draft. If he wasn't injured, if he didn't have that ACL, he would be my 101.
Yeah, man. Look, I think it's the same thing. The problem with Jameson is that when he tore his ACL, he's gonna be
if you draft Jameson, you have to have patience. You just have to be patient.
And I think I don't know how patient I can be.
Yeah.
So Zach Wilson.
It's not going to be instant payoff if you draft Jameson. You have to know that. By the way, Zach Wilson that late, that's pretty good value.
Yeah,
at the 8-2 in a SuperFlex league.
Let me get ready.
My voice is like legit almost gone.
For my next pick. Let's see. Trying to hit the get. Dude. David Bell. Love it. Love it. Was just an IM athlete. Keep talking it up.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be hard for me, guys. I'm getting married the week before the draft. And I really I'm hoping not that my honeymoon is not right after. But okay. Makes my pick a lot easier. I'm going to go Miles Sanders here. I'm going to take my running back 3. Still young guy. what, 20, 24 years old?
Yeah.
Still 24 years old. He's also connected with Jalen Hurts, so maybe I can get some sort of 1-2 action here. He's my favorite guy off in the running back room so far right now, so I'm taking Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, definitely Carter. I was really surprised he made it back to me. Juxta. Russ. He talking about Zach Wilson. Yeah. Nathan, having Cup, Lamb, Waddle, and Hollywood Brown, I'll be comfortable adding Jameson as my wide receiver 5 and be patient with him off injury. Hey, that's good. You know that's a good point. I actually don't mind that.
I'm gonna go Sam Howell here. I honestly think any of these top 4 quarterbacks could be successful. They all have very similar opportunities. So I don't see a massive talent gap between them. I do think Willis has the most upside, but in a SuperFlex league, I'll take a shot on Sam Howell at the 8.7.
Yeah, it's funny. They were saying how Tribute is like sleeper ADP, hate on Carson Strong is unreal. Ben DiNucci is ranked above Carson Strong ADP wise. And they
Yeah,
gotta have
that will
priority.
change for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Nathan says, having Cup, Lamb, Waddle, and Hollywood, I'd be comfortable adding Jameson as my wide receiver 5 and be patient with him coming off injury. For sure, if you're doing a Dynasty rookie only draft, that 4-round one, or however many rounds you guys have, if you have set wide receivers, just bet on Jameson's talent and expect him to recover. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Gotta hit the get.
So Dawson goes and then Claypool.
Has to be a young team for me.
Come on.
No running backs here for Zach. So what's the strat? So you go with Breece Hall, and then you're just gonna take some high upside running backs, and then maybe get a running back. Hypothetically, if we weren't drafting rookies, you would just draft the running back in the rookie draft.
Well, for me, I'm always going to prioritize wide receivers over running backs in Dynasty. I just think the longevity of a running back is much shorter, and I think I can trade for them / find them in upcoming rookie drafts rather than prioritize them in a startup where I think there's a more valuable player on the board for a longer period of time. So I'm happy to take shots on running backs later on in the startups rather than buy them early, because I was hoping George Pickens was going to fall to me. I love George Pickens, so someone definitely did well to snipe me there. But yeah, I bet on wide receiver talent more than anything else in Dynasty.
Okay.
Nathan says I own the 108 and the 110, so I think I can get him there pretty easily as long as he doesn't get hyped up or drafted too early. Yeah, he could fall in the draft, and he's going to be a name that's going to go in a lot of different places for a lot of different people. I don't think he's going to be solidified as a late rounder, early rounder. He's going to be super volatile, I think. Hit the get. Okay, so I'm on the board.
So Wandale Robinson there. Wandale Robinson.
Okay, I'm
Zach's really looking here.
It's so hard. Sorry, I'm actually gonna take a tight end that I love in this year's draft, and that's Trey McBride. I think he's a do-it-all tight end. He can block. He can catch. I mean, very very good blocker. I think he's gonna stay on the field for most of whatever team who drafts him snaps. So I really like Trey McBride there at the 9.6 as my first tight end.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my first giant here, and that's gonna be Kadarius Toney. We all know what he can do.
I was thinking about Toney. Yeah,
take Toney there.
That's a low risk, high upside type pick there in the 9th. And that's really round 8 onwards. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Players who I believe in the talent. There might be risk, but I still believe in what they could be. I don't really want to bet on the knowns so much in these rounds because I think this is where you can really find the value. I think this is good value for Zeke at the 9-1, but still, I personally would still prefer to take a chance on a more unknown talent in an unknown situation. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, yeah, it definitely makes sense. There goes Rondale Moore, Damian Harris, Rondale Moore. Oh man, I cannot wait until football season. I mean, this extra week kind of
We are in football
lengthen.
season still. Isn't that crazy?
I know, but that's crazy. But this extra week in the season, kind of lengthened the process. So next is countdown to the combine. When's the combine? Let's look that up.
I think it's in
NFL
March.
Combine 2022.
Yeah, I think it's in March.
Yeah, March 1st. Ooh, March 1st, March 7th. Bro, that's like less than a month now.
Hell yeah.
Bro, that's so
It was
good.
actually so frustrating last year not having the combine. Justin Ross. Okay. I like Justin Ross as a talent, but I think we might be going too trigger happy on the rookie wide receivers here. I mean, there's a lot more. There's a lot of wide receivers I would take over Justin Ross at this point. I think Sleeper's ADP is a little bit too high on him. I mean, I have him going as like
I think so
mid
as well.
to late third round pick in rookie drafts. So as much as I like Justin Ross, I just think that's too early to take him personally.
Yeah, look, I think it's super early. I'm not a huge fan of Ross. I need to double check my scouting reports, but I'm not a huge fan of him. But I don't know why he's so high in ADP. He was like one of the best available guys on ADP. Let me just look at my rankings really fast. Mike Williams.
Yeah, there's a lot of players I would have taken over him, but that's okay. You guys talk about Kamara. We haven't talked about Kamara yet.
No, I mean we definitely can.
The reality is he's probably going to keep playing football unless there's more evidence or more information that comes out. You know,
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to end his career unless there's like a video to go along with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so as well. I was telling this to Zach, and it sounds terrible. But like, if we find out that person, or I'm pretty sure it's a male now, but if that person that he beat up was a woman, his career is over. But since it's a male, then
So
I'm
bad,
assuming, and it sounds terrible, but like I think that's what happens in the NFL. So like the NFL won't justify that. They won't say, you know what, cool, like, hey, you beat up another guy, that's okay. Like maybe you're probably just defending yourself. But like in reality, it's not okay. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Also, this video shows him throwing 8 punches. I haven't seen the video, Dave.
Really? I haven't seen the video either. I'd be interested to see it. Look, I have no idea. There's a lot of things that legally go on that I don't think should happen, but they still happen in the NFL, and the NFL just moves on from it. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I always think what's the NFL's goal is to make a shitload of money. So, they're always going to try their best to not lose star players. I don't know. It's hard to say.
By the way, Dave, I love James Cook, Dalvin Cook's little brother, the little Dalvin. Man,
he's not like Dalvin.
No. I mean, he's not like Dalvin, but I think
my call for him was James White. I think he can be a really, really elite third down running back in the league.
I think he could. I personally think he can be an all down back. He can be the workhorse. He can be a 3-down back and a passing back. But I think it'll be too much for him. So if he doesn't get any of the passing work, but he gets in a third down role, I mean, a first and second down role, then I think he can be special. But I don't know.
Yeah,
it's definitely interesting.
Apple Pie said that Goddard going this late, was criminal. I definitely would have taken. I think Fant was way too early where he went personally. So I definitely would have taken Goddard over Fant, but outside of that, I think I would have taken everyone else over him that went. I do have McBride over Goddard at this point, but doesn't mean I'm right. Just
Dave said I got the Cook backfield. Do you have Dalvin Cook? Yeah, he does. That's kind of cool. I like it. And Nathan says he's being charged with battery causing sustainable bodily harm, a felony in the state of Nevada with a minimum of 1 to 5 years in prison. I mean, I don't know, man. All that legal stuff, no idea, but that's crazy if he goes to jail.
Again, see here, I'm taking chances on running backs late. I got my wide receivers that I love, and I still feel like there's running backs who have high upside, so that's the kind of strategy I typically try and do. As far as the legal side of Alvin Kamara, we're not even going to pretend that we know how that works. I hope that he's able to play, but I mean, if justice needs to be served, then serve that shit,
Gabriel Davis here for me, I think. Oh, wait, no. Okay.
If he's going away for 5 years, that's a GG's. Probably Mark Ingram becomes a more valuable running back to me over Tony Jones in that backfield. But if that happens, expect them to sign someone else as well. Like
Like a Melvin.
they're not gonna enter the year with just Mark Ingram and Tony Jones. But I think the odds are greater that he stays in the NFL than he doesn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see what happens. We have no idea what's gonna happen. I think we always say as long as justice is served, because we don't know. It's just gray area with all that stuff, especially if
Yeah.
Cole Kmet there.
Okay, so we see Fournette, Kmet, Gallup, John Mechie at the 11-11. I think we normally go to round 15 in these Dynasty startups. So we'll go to round 15 here. I think we do 13 in redraft.
Yeah, up to you if you want. Russell Gage, which makes my decision a lot easier. A guy
Round
that I
15
like.
will be last round.
I mean, do I want to take him though? Hold on, let me just double check.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Mike Gesicki. I'm gonna take Mike Gesicki here.
Okay.
I like Mike. Hopefully, he goes to another team or he gets re-signed. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent right now. Let me just double check that.
He is a free agent, and those are his two options.
Mike Gesicki contract. I mean, take him to the Giants, man. I'll take Mike.
Take it to the bridge.
Yeah, restricted free agent right now. I mean, cool. Love my first few rounds, but went downhill once I took Cooper and Waller, and then Ross. It's all right, man. That's why we mock. This is why we.
By the way, little update on the poll. Right now, 62% of people want Badaki to buy a Commanders jersey. 38% of them want him to eat dog food. If you guys drop a like, we have to hit 50 likes for him to do whatever the poll says. We're at 29 right now, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Could be all about sushi.
Woods. Could be about what?
Sushi.
For lunch?
Ellen just went to the store, so she was like, "Do you want anything?" I'm like, sushi.
Right.
Adam Thielen, Roberto Woods. Well, let me go way back. OBJ, Tyler Lockett, Roberto Woods, Adam Thielen, Mike Gesicki, or Myles Gaskin. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I would have taken another player than Gaskin. You know, I know he's still relatively young, but I just think he's going to be very limited going forward. I don't know that he's going to get another chance to be a workhorse. At least I don't think he should.
I just don't know who I would have taken there. I mean, I see one player maybe I would take.
Question from Nathan here. He said, "Do you guys prefer snake or auction for dynasty startups?" We would always prefer snake. Some people do third round reversals. I think the snake is fair. I think it makes sense to do the snake. Otherwise, I think everyone would want to be at the 12.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like snake drafts. We don't deal with auction all that much, so we don't want to pretend that we know a ton about auction. We've done a couple of those, but it's not something that we specialize in. We'll do more of them, as we continue to go. And it's not that we don't know about them; we just don't love them enough to really cover that type of draft, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I see a guy I'm going to take here. Surely.
Okay.
Goes KJ Osborne. You're on the clock here. Zach has to stretch his neck out. He's looking through the running backs currently. At least it could be a little bit delayed. He's going all the way down. Now he's going back to the wide receivers. Still, once again, a little bit delayed the way I'm watching it because I'm watching the screen. I think he might take the player I might take. Oh. I still don't see who he's going to take. He doesn't know.
I'm just going to go
Come
DJ.
on.
Chalk, okay.
I'm just going to DJ there, yeah. All right, so I'm comfortable with this team that I have here. I like my quarterbacks.
Perfect.
I like the upside I have there, and Sam as my quarterback 3. I love my wide receiver room. I'm okay with the running backs, high upside guys who could fall into good roles. And I love Trey McBride, so I'm good with this team. I'm good with rocking with this team.
Yeah. You gotta rock with it, buddy.
So who's taking TB12? Yeah, did you see the report that came out today?
Yeah. Hey, you just never know. I could come out of retirement. I mean, everyone says that.
You never say never. Brady, you're 45 years old, my guy.
Carson Strong.
It's time to say never. Carson Strong and Sony Michel.
Every time I think about Tom Brady, I just think about the 2 times he lost to Eli. I mean, Eli is clearly the better quarterback. Hey, who is the only person that can beat Tom Brady? Tell me.
Someone help.
Ain't Patrick Mahomes. I bet you Eli could beat Patrick Mahomes. Put Eli and Pat in the Super Bowl. Eli gonna win it. You know why? Because he already beat the GOAT.
You are delusional.
Not once, but twice.
You are delusional, my guy.
Talk it up. If you're a Giants fan in the chat, talk it up. It's only Eli, I believe.
Somebody help my guy out, please. Please help him.
Actually, though, like,
let's go, D. Let's go. There's a couple wide receiver rookies that I still have my eye on. I don't know if they're in Sleepers ADP or not.
I can't believe this guy hasn't gone yet. Hold on. I'm just going to double check that he's still available. Yeah, I mean, I think this guy's going to be crazy in this last round for me.
Well, we're going to round 15.
Oh, okay. So, I'm still going to take him here.
Okay.
If he doesn't go, but I think he'll be great to fit on my team. Carson Wentz. Let's see here. Let's see. Don't do it, Garrett. Garrett's trying to think. Who could it be?
Don't do it. Please don't do it.
No, it's not him. Not jokes. I'm actually going to go Jordan Love here.
Okay.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, quote unquote, could be gone. Why not take Jordan Love?
I think this is a much better place to take Jordan Love compared to last time.
Yeah, compared to last time, it was terrible.
Last time, I think you panicked in the 8th or something.
Yeah.
Okay, there goes Weidemeyer. I love Weidemeyer.
But
is Brian Robinson in Sleepers ADP?
I don't know. B-Rob?
There he is. So I'll take Brian Robinson out of Bama. I think he can do a lot of things well. He's not elite in any area, but he does a lot of things well. And I think GMs are much higher on Brian Robinson than the rest of the community is. And I think a lot of that has to do with coming out of the Bama system. So
I think so as well.
It's another guy
not Melvin?
Take a risk on late.
Why not Melvin?
Why not Melvin? Melvin to KC.
Melvin could be that guy, huh?
Yeah. Garrett said he had both both Strong and Love on the queue. See, I can't utilize my queue because if I utilize my queue, everyone can see who I'm taking.
He did that. All right, I'm gonna start setting up this live stream for this other one here. Let's schedule it here. Let's use that one. Resume. You sent me that that title, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Yeah, remember, guys, we're doing a rookie. Oh yeah, you can go ahead.
Go ahead.
We're doing a rookie mock draft, just the rookies. So the first 4 rounds we're gonna do for the first time here with the community, just rookie mock drafts. So come and join right immediately after this live stream. Once are we going to do grades? Maybe we don't do grades, or maybe we do.
We'll do grades. People love their grades.
Yeah, so come through there. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't do grades on the rookie ones, but we'll do grades here. You guys see how weird Sleeper is? Like, why is it so buggy lately?
Yeah, I just need to change the description to Dynasty Football Dynasty Mock. Okay. First rookie. First Dynasty rookie mock draft.
I love the Brevin Jordan pick. I really love Brevin. Okay, there's another rookie that I'm interested in. I'm
Yeah,
just
you should be taking that
curious
guy. I
if
don't think
he
he's
is.
on.
Well, yeah, I
He's some
don't.
of the tight end.
No, I'm talking about Sky Moore. I don't think they have him on here.
No.
So anyway, this is going to be Sky Moore, this quarterback that I'm about to pick. So Ben DiNucci is actually Sky Moore. I don't know why he's not in their ADP, but I really, really like Sky Moore, so I'd love to take a shot on him there.
Mm. I mean, no, I really should take another tight end here, but who do I take? Do I take the Trout? I'm not in love with these tight ends.
Hey, there's a tight end that I love that's still on the board. He's a rookie.
I don't think he's there though.
There's a
I
rookie.
can't
Yeah,
find.
he is.
I can't find him. That's the one I'm trying to find. What's his name again? I'm just gonna pick this guy, and that's the rookie.
Okay.
Just hypothetically, but I can't. I was looking for his name. I couldn't find his
You
name.
talking about the tight end that I'm in love with? My sleeper tight end?
Yeah, the dude from Nevada.
Cole Turner.
Right. If someone takes him, it's okay.
My guy's a unit.
Let's start doing grades here.
Yeah.
Huh?
You go ahead. You go first.
From Harry, from the 101. Josh Allen, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones, and Jimmy G. That's a deep quarterback room. Then you got Kyle Pitts with Dallas Goedert, CMC, Saquon Barkley, Zeke, Chase Edmonds, Kenneth Gainwell. I actually don't mind that. It's not terrible. I mean, your first three running backs are guys that were the 101, the 102, and the 103.
Yeah.
That's crazy that like we're looking at them differently right now.
Redraft for sure.
Devontae Adams, Mooney, D-Hop, or Cortland Sutton. I think this is where it downfalls. Your wide receiver room is a little bit short. You don't have that depth in wide receiver room, especially in a class that's so big. You know, maybe you could have left out one of these quarterbacks, maybe one of these running backs as well, and maybe gotten a little bit more depth at your wide receiver room. But it looks like this could be a win now team as well. You know, your running backs are all win now. Your wide receivers are win now with D-Hop and Adams and Cortland. And probably the only one that's not win now is Mooney. And same thing with your tight ends, even though you have a little bit of future with Kyle Pitts. So overall, this team's decent. I'm just going to give it a B flat just because you can compete now and win some games. But that all depends on if CMC, Saquon, and Zeke can stay healthy and can get that workload that they always got before.
Sorry, I was choking on my own spit. All right, 7. You got Patty Mahomes, Baker Mayfield, and you know I just have to always say this when we're doing these draft grades. These are just our opinions, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we are the black and white law of dynasty. It's just our opinions, just how we see it. All right, so you got Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield. Those are your two quarterbacks. I just off the bat, I want a stronger quarterback room than this always. I do not want Baker to be my quarterback too. And I wouldn't have waited that long to take someone. And by the way, I mean, I have Baker ranked below a lot of these guys, including Davis Mills. I just don't believe in him. Could be a difference of opinion. Your running backs are Gibson, Michael Carter, Rashad White, Ronald Jones. Your wide receivers are T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, Michael Pittman, Calvin Ridley, George Pickens, Van Jefferson, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Tight ends are Schultz and Smith. I like the value of the tight ends that you got. You're good there. I like the wide receivers that you have. I love Pickens at the 9-2. Now, my big issue with your team, like I said, the quarterbacks. After Mahomes, you only have one, it's Baker. And then the running backs. I think this is way too early for Gibson at the 211. I mean, we're talking about guys like Cam Akers going at the 4-9. Elijah Mitchell at the 5-5. Etienne at the 5-7. Josh Jacobs at the 6-6. Look at how much value these people got for their running backs. This is just way, way too high for Gibson, in my opinion. I think you could have gotten a much better long-term asset there. I mean, Pitts was on the board. We can't be choosing Gibson over Pitts. And then I love Rashad White as a prospect, but I don't think I want to take him this early in Dynasty startups. So those are a couple small things that I have little qualms with. I like the team overall. I love your wide receiver room. So I'm going to give this a B-.
Okay. Jaden, you got Herbie, Malik Willis. It's decent. Malik has a high upside, but your QB2 is going to be slacking. We don't know if he's going to be starting, so that's a little bit of a downfall right there. You got Debo, DJ Moore, Hunter Renfrow, Jacoby Myers, Cortland Sutton, or Curtis Samuel, and Cedric Wilson. My only thing is DJ Moore. You know how I feel about him. If you've been mocking with us already, I would have gone with one of these rookies.
Yeah.
Honestly, over DJ Moore, I would
I
Drake London,
I
Garrett
actually
Wilson.
I'm still okay with DJ, but I get it.
Yeah, for me, it's just like I think I would rather take the younger talent now, even though DJ
Okay.
Moore's still young and he's talented.
Okay.
We've been waiting ever since he came into the league.
I
You
get it.
know, running backs: Alvin, Monty, AJ Dillon, Tony Pollard, Mike, Miles, Gaskin. Decent. I like it. I'm trying to think of what to say there. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think I like AJ Dillon, high upside guy. Hopefully Tony Pollard. You never know what's going to happen with Zeke. Miles Gaskin. I think maybe I would have taken a chance on somebody else there rather than Miles, but it makes sense. Some depth and on your team. Then Pat the Dragon and Brevin Jordan's two tight ends that we both like. I think this team overall is decent. You lack in the quarterback room, and then in the wide receiver room, I would have done some other things. So for me, it's just a B flat.
All right. FF Griffin, you got Burrow, Stafford, Davis Mills. I'm okay with that quarterback room. I think it's great. Your wide receivers are Cooper Kupp, Drake London, Chase Claypool, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen, Laviska Shenault. Running backs are Cam Akers, Clyde, Devin Singletary, Aaron Jones, Darrell Henderson, tight ends Travis Kelce. Okay. So quarterback room, I like. I'm good with the quarterback room. Your running back room, I said this on stream, and I'm still going to hold to it. This is way too early for Clyde. There's no way I'm taking Clyde here in the 6th round. I just think that's way too early. I would have much rather have gone after a wide receiver here and then just kept the other running backs that you have. I'm okay with the value of Singletary and Jones. Kelsey is good value where you got him. So I like this team. I think this team is slightly win now, slightly futuristic. This is a B+ team for me. I like this team. Just a couple things I would have done differently.
Okay. Brother Dave, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers. You've been trying to get Kyler Murray for a while from me. And then in our Dynasty League, then you have Aaron Rodgers. Decent room if they both, or if Aaron Rodgers stays. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. No depth there, though. DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Mike Evans, Wandale Robinson, Roberto Woods, and KJ Osborne with Dalvin Cook, Elijah Mitchell, Dalvin's little brother, and James Cook, Cordell Patterson, and Melvin Gordon. Why not Melvin? But Dawson Knox and Zach Ertz. I'm interested in Dalvin, the Dalvin pick. Maybe you don't like Cam Akers. You know how I feel about Cam. But I would have chose Cam. I think that's the only one I would have chose. I think I probably would have taken Dalvin still over Monty potentially. But I love the Elijah Mitchell pick. I love the James Cook pick. I think where it really falls for me is the running back room. James Cook is a good high upside player. Same thing with Cordell Patterson. But I think I want guys with a little bit more longevity in the position. You know, maybe I would have taken Rashad Penny. I mean, I probably would have taken Aaron Jones over Cordell Patterson, but Aaron Jones went before, you know.
But yeah, even Penny, Kareem.
Yeah, Penny, Kareem, exactly. One of those guys I probably would have taken over Cordell Patterson. At the 11-5 is not terrible, but I get it. But other than that, I think this team is decent. The wide receiver room is decent as well. I like your first two wide receivers in DK and Stephon Diggs, but Mike Evans. Once again, I would have tried taking Jerry, Brandon Ayuk, you know, a Bateman, Dotson, maybe one of these young guys over Mike Evans, because I think the beginning of the downfall is going to be coming now that Tom Brady is no longer there. He's only 29 years old. Was going to be 29 years old. So I'm gonna give this team a B as well. It's just all B's all around the board so far.
All right. Buy apple pie. I think I'm gonna like this one. You got Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Chris Godwin, Juju, OBJ, Corey Davis. Love the wide receiver room. Love the value of where you got all these players. Juju I know that he's a meme, but guys, he's only 25, free agent, has shown he could produce. That's a high upside pick right there. I love that value. Trevor Lawrence, Ryan Tannehill, Derek Carr. Now, would I like to have this quarterback room? No, it wouldn't be ideal, but I like everything else you've built around it. I still believe in Trevor. I like Derek Carr. So I'm okay with these quarterbacks, but I don't know if it's enough to push you over the top in your league. But I still believe in Trevor Lawrence. Now, the running back room, I think you did early wide receivers and good upside running backs late perfectly. Okay, Etienne at the 5-7, Josh Jacobs at the 6-6. Then you got Kareem Hunt at the 11-7. I personally love starting off dynasty leagues like this, and then trying to get rookie or running backs in other ways if you need more running backs. So I really like this team. I love the Kittle value. You guys know I like Jalen Weidemeyer. For me, this is an A minus. This is my favorite team so far tonight.
Okay.
This is kind of
Garrett.
how I try to attack most of my drafts.
Yeah. We have Garrett here, Justin Jefferson, Jameson Williams, I'm blanking on these names. Jameson Williams, Jahan Dotson, Mike Williams, Russell Gage, and Terrence Marshall for your wide receiver room. A lot of rookies there, a lot of young guys. Justin Jefferson is the pillar, but Jameson, you gotta wait. Dotson, he can start. All these guys, I feel like I like the wide receiver room, but there's no true wide receiver too. It could be Mike Williams, but anyways, that's my thought process. Deshaun Watson, Matt Corral, Carson Strong, decent room. Once again, no solid number 2 there who could be starting for your for your quarterback. With Austin Eckler, Kenneth Walker, Damian Harris, James Robinson, another lacking of the depth there. James Robinson got hurt. I think he tore his Achilles, which is not the best for him. Damian Harris, it looks like they could be moving to Ramondre potentially. We'll see. Look, it's not strong. It's not strong for me. With Mark Andrews and Logan Thomas, I just think this team is kind of everywhere. I don't feel like it's connected in any way, even though I don't know how that can be. But, maybe I don't like the value in Mark Andrews at the 4-4.
I get it.
I wouldn't have taken him there. I would have taken a chance on somebody else, maybe a younger guy, maybe a running back or another wide receiver, depending on how you kind of wanted to build your team. I get how it can be, why you could take Mark Andrews there, but me with tight ends really early, I think really hurts. It hurts my heart sometimes.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, once again, I just feel like this is kind of everywhere for me. I don't know how you feel about it, Zach, but I think for me, this is a B- team.
I like it. I would give it a B+. It's not the best one we've seen, but I like the picks when he made them. Yeah, Robinson tore his Achilles, but it's so late, Mike Williams is a good value pick late. I like the rookies that he took. I love Jefferson. I love Watson. So that's probably just a difference of opinion there between us.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. J. Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, James Conner, Sony Michel. Wide receivers are CD, Tyreek, David Bell, Rondell, Michael Thomas, Brandon Cooks, Jarvis Landry. Quarterbacks are Mac Jones, Tua, and Carson Wentz. Tight end is TJ Hawkinson. Okay, so I think your wide receiver room is decent. I'm good with CD there, but I do think it is a risk to take him as the third wide receiver overall. I would have taken A.J. Brown personally over CD Lamb. That's just my opinion. I'm okay with the Mac Jones and Tua values for sure. For me, I'm not going to be drafting Derrick Henry in any startups. I know he's going to be a value at some point, but I would much rather have had Josh Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, one of these young guys who still has a lot of miles left. I like the TJ Hawkinson pick. I love David Bell. I love Rondell Moore. I'm not a big Michael Thomas guy. But obviously your quarterback room is good, but there's still question marks. So this is a good overall team, but there's not one particular area where you're going to be dominant at for the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Maybe wide receivers is where you could be dominant at the most. So I'm going to give this a B flat.
Okay. Juxter, my guy.
I just realized I've left our faces up the entire time.
It's okay.
You go ahead.
I was looking at it, so I guess I was used to it. Juxter, Dak Prescott, Zach Wilson, Kyle Trask. Zach Wilson, we said it in the stream. Great value there with Kyle Trask. You never know. He could be the starting quarterback. Javonte Williams, Nick Chubb, Isaiah Spiller, and Khalil Herbert. I like the room. It's decent. Nick Chubb is on that turning phase for me. I think I would have, trying to think who I would have leaned. I don't know if I would have taken Josh Jacobs over Nick Chubb, but maybe I would have. But yeah, I think that's probably one guy I would have taken over Chubb. I like Isaiah Spiller once again. And then your wide receiver room, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Moore, Rashad Bateman, Allen Robinson, John Mechie, and Josh Palmer. I actually like this room. It's not bad. I like the Allen Robinson value. He can go anywhere and be a top guy. John Mechie at the 11-11 there is not bad either. Maybe I would have taken, Russell Gage. Maybe I would have taken maybe a little bit more solidified. Maybe Corey Davis as well, but Corey Davis went before. But yeah, look, I like John Mechie, a guy that he put up some numbers in college, especially. So it's good value with Noah Fant and Cole Kmet. I like this team. You got some high upside guys here. If it was me, I would give it a B plus, A minus ish. But I like your first 8, 9 picks. It's really, really strong for me, in my opinion. Last guy for you, Zeki. Are you still there? He's on the phone, but it's okay. It's all good. All right, Tribute. I'll grade you here because Zach probably had a call really fast.
I had to pee.
Oh, you had to pee. Okay.
The pipes were bursting. Okay.
Trippy. It's trippy. My bad. I just saw it because I usually have your face down, and then I pulled it up. I was like, oh, he's not even there.
You're good. By the way, is the stuff still uploading to the drive? Check on that while I do this.
Okay.
All right, Trippy, you got Swift, Mixon, Fournette. I'm okay with that running back room. I think you can add depth as you go, and in a startup there would have been more opportunities to add running backs. Your wide receivers are Burks, Olave, Amari Cooper, Justin Ross, Michael Gallup, Christian Kirk, Tyler Boyd. I'm okay with this wide receiver room, but there is obviously a lot of questions. We love Treylon Burks. What's the landing spot going to be? Same with Olave. Where will Cooper play next year? I think Justin Ross was too early, in my opinion. I love the talent, but I think it was too early. There were better players on the board available. Your quarterback room, Trey Lance, Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder. I think there's a lot of question marks here, and personally, I'm not high on Ridder. So the fact that Derek Carr was still on the board here, I probably would have taken Derek Carr over Ridder. Same with Davis Mills. So I don't love the Ridder pick there. Your tight ends are Waller and Henry. So I like this team overall, but we have to agree there are quite a few question marks on the team. Things could all pan your way, and you could really, really pay off here, but you are banking a lot on some of these young players that we don't know for sure what their outcomes will be. So overall, I'm going to give this a B flat, just a B flat, which means buy apple pie is our mock drafter of the night, Padaki.
Yeah, buy apple pie, baby. Congratulations. 1-800-223-97. Call that number, son. Call that number.
Congratulations, brother, for being our mock drafter of the night. Again, these are our opinions. It's not black and white doctrine.
Black and white doctrine.
But
yeah, we have the rookie draft right after this, guys. Immediately right after this. So stay tuned. Stay online. We're going to do the 4 rounds for the rookie mock drafts. So
Tarbosh said I showed up at the end, so you can start over. Actually, good news for you, Tarbosh. We are literally right now going to take a 5-minute break. Stay tuned to the channel, and we are going to do a Dynasty rookie only draft, a 4-round draft. For everyone who's doing those rookie drafts this year, we're about to do one. Everyone in the community can join. So stay tuned, because on this channel in about 5 minutes, we will have a Dynasty startup draft. So we'll see you guys here in about 5-10 minutes.